heart cup coffee. Just trying out some different things. You know, I'm really kind of in like a... Alright, so this is Warrior. Execute might come in really handy if he's playing anything control oriented, simply because you're going to see a lot of big stuff. Most likely, though, I'm guessing he's going to have Grim Patron. And for Execute to trigger, I've got to deal damage to it. And usually the point of dealing damage for Execute to come across means that the damage isn't very efficient. It's a whirlwind or something. And that's the last thing I want to do. So I'm not going to keep my Executes. This is a decent combo with coin. I can kind of get it up pretty early. So I'm going to just keep those two. I don't have exactly like optimum one drop draws type stuff. I'm not, you know, no Leper Gnome, Zombie Chow, stuff like that. So it's really not a big deal. All right. So what you didn't see is I was talking about the Execute, right? I got rid of that. I kept my Shield Slam and Shield Block. That's a pretty good little combo, especially coming off the coin if I needed to use it. I don't know what he's playing here. So what I was saying earlier about, you know, not your traditional warrior, I don't have like Harrison, or I don't have certain common legendaries, I guess. But that's just simply, I'm actually going to take out this guy with Bash right now, because I do have at least a shield block coming after that I can do next turn, if I have nothing else. I'm kind of in that limbo of not really testing out, like tweaking the decks too much, because I'm just more waiting for the new format to come out. You know, because I might start to fall in love with, you know, my version of my Control Warrior and Ancient Heal Bots, or, you know, whatever. Bran and, you know, Battlecry, double Battlecry effects or whatever. But then all of a sudden, you know, it gets nerfed, or I may start being really heavy on, do I go one Big Game Hunter versus two, but then Dr. Boom is removed. So I'm sure there's going to be some cards that are common in Control Warrior that you're not going to see here. Like you don't often see Gorehowl. I like it. It really helps me a lot. With the Armor Smith in here, this is a very heavy version of trying to really, yes, like no duh, right? Getting armor. But this is a really big, you know, my concept of the deck is to get armor all the time. So I'll just feed that armor into controlling the board. You know, this Gorehowl has many games taken out 3-4 creatures. So that's a 1 for 3, 1 for 4 trade easily. I'll take that all day. I'm definitely going to go Armor Smith here. I could go Armor Smith and Fiery War Axe, but he's on 5 next turn, which means he could Harrison. Which is why I don't know if I want to do the Fiery War Axe, but that's also why I definitely don't want to do the Death Spite right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test the waters. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I have a feeling this game could potentially go to Fatigue. And I'm not playing the Harrison anyway, so that's not a concern for me. I do have Acolyte of Pain. So, I mean, come on. If you look at the game right now, we're on 5-6 mana. And nothing's really happening yet. He's currently ahead. Well, he's ahead on draw, but he's not ahead on any cards. So I think I'm going to just stall a little bit. Maybe I'll use these whirlwinds to maybe get him to overdraw on Acolyte. And also get him towards Fatigue faster. One thing you always want to look at is, okay, so that was 6 damage that went on to a 4 damage minion. Okay, fine, whatever, big, you know, no big deal. I'm going to try, if this is sort of a mirror match, I'm going to try and get as much value out of all of my cards as possible. And that means I'm obviously not attacking the face, right? You know, none of that stuff. The other thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to really maximize as much as I can the damage value. So he just hit it with the Fiery War Axe, and then he bashed it, versus a 4 a 4 health minion. So that's +2 of extra damage he put into it. I'm always going to try and see if I can hit something for the face with this thing that has 3 health. I always try and figure out another way that if it has 2 health or 1 health of taking it out. Okay? So I'm doing 2 cards either way. I'm either going to Shield Slam Dr. Boom because I don't have big game in my hand. And I think I am going to Whirlwind these guys. Maybe I can get some armor out of this by throwing down Armorsmith first. Or I can Whirlwind and then execute. Alright, I have potentially a lot of armor here. Let's say... You know what, I think I'm going to go here. Let's just see how this goes first. I think I'm going to hit him with the execute. I just don't see any quick rush damage. By the time Grom comes out, that's late game. So I actually think this armor is going to be around enough that I'm not just going to get it whittled away and have to worry about do I have enough armor for an efficient shield slam. Plus, in a mirror match like this, it's possible he might have Ysera. Yes, of course you can kill it with execute just the same, but you know, kind of like that. There we go. This is one where no matter what, I'm just gonna have to dump on it. I've got to kill it. That draw is gonna kill me with the whole value thing. I don't think there's any other way. That's not enough. So I think we'll go here. I don't know if that was the only dragon he had to enable that charge guy in the beginning. You know, I can possibly expect Ysera. I doubt Deathwing, but Ysera and Alexstrasza, you know, almost for sure. So we'll see what happens. Jesus. Well, I've got both. So the question is, Boom is gone. Does he have another 8-drop? Right? Because I'm executing, or I mean, I'm whirlwinding either way. Okay? And now I can easily execute there. And that saves me a big game hunter. But if I big game hunter, it'll save me the execute. I think I'm going to keep the execute. So I'm going to whirlwind this, obviously, first, so I don't put 1 damage onto my big BGH. Man. Is there another 8 attack guy? I don't want to waste this. Right? I could easily just Gorehowl. I have the armor to it and just take him out that way, which saves my BGH. But now I'm wasting. Yeah, I'm just going to take it out. If I did not have the weapon out, I would have Gorehowled and killed Onyxia that way and saved the BGH. So you're thinking, well, you know, I keep wasting these charges, like I'm not doing anything with it. But hitting his face with the Fiery War Axe twice when he has 12 armor, it's not going to do anything for me at all. So there's no point. So I'll just have to hope he drops something, which maybe that's why he's not. Besides the fact that it's late game, so he's dropping some big stuff. But maybe he knows I've got a Fiery War Axe sitting here, so he's not just going to throw a 3/3 Charger or a Acolyte of Pain into it or something. But hopefully I can get this used up because I'm stacking pretty hard here on weapons that I need to make some use of. Especially the Gorehowl. That could really be the MVP this game. I don't drink a lot of, you know, as you see the channel, it's all about squatting, fitness, and playing video games. So I eat decently clean, not over. See, there's my execute target right there. So this one, I'll take the 4. I'll hit it with the Fiery War Axe. I'm not going to just run this in there for no reason. So first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to see what's up here. Okay. I don't know, though, because, again, we might be coming down to fatigue. And if we're slow, and I'm not hunting for answers right now because he's not putting a lot of pressure, I don't know that I need to worry about drawing any faster than my 1 per turn. So But either way, let's just take care of this first. Makes me feel better about the BGH for sure. Because then I'd have BGH in my hand, which does nothing for Ysera. Actually, she's alive right now. And the execute would be gone. So. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to see Alexstrasza as well. And I'll just have to deal with that when that comes. So, the game-winning card here, I think, literally might be... Gorehal's going to be huge, I think. But I think it could be something like a Brawl if he extends into it. Now here, I don't want to just start losing armor. And the idea of this stuff, that was like perfect draw. So let's just hit here. I'm not going to go Acolyte. I just don't know what this game is going to look like long term. I am playing, I forget her name. Changes this into Tank Up. The 6/3 for 6. So we could just be stalling the game back and forth. So having to deal with that, you know, if I didn't draw that bash, I was going to just get rid of that one charge and go with Gorehal for it. There we go. I mean, yeah, I've still got problems either way, right? But I can at least get rid of it, which I'm going to do. I just have no super burst. Yeah, I've got Grom, but I mean, I'm not... Well, yeah, I can't drop Acolyte anyway. And what I was going into when saying I have no super burst is... There's nothing I need to draw into really quickly, and I don't want to just start putting this out here and all of a sudden when we get to 3-4 cards left, he's got +3 cards in his deck on me. And if I go Acolyte right now to be able to do this anyway, I don't have enough mana to put the Gorehal out in play. So I'm leaving the Acolyte in my hand. I'm just going to do this, and then I have to hit this thing in the face. So what I was going to say is I think the MVP, this is a big one, unless I just blatantly kill myself. Now, if he's playing fat, you know, who's that new guy, the Anubis thing, you know, that puts a 1/1 Scarab, and he's playing Varian Rin, and I mean, just 5 or 6 more legendaries, big guys or something, I'm screwed either way. I'm just running out of health. I can't trade with everything. But I was going to say, the MVP, if he extends into it, might be something like this. That could win me the game if I can get a decent amount of value out of that. And I don't want to put Acolyte in play at all. I don't want to go into Fatigue. So I'm not going to do the trick, you know, where I put one guy in play. Not a trick, but I don't want to put a dude into play and brawl with the hopes that I'm going to keep my minion. Because if I keep the Acolyte, I could be screwed. I don't mind just trying to use it, you know. Maybe I'll wait till he gets one more dude out type of thing. That's no minion type, meaning it's not a Murloc, you know, it's not a pirate. Neither is that, so it doesn't matter which one here. I'll take out the one, obviously, with more health. And we'll go into this. So that's 2 cards. Well, I had to use the Revenge to knock the Alexstrasza down in range to be able to hit it, but I actually want him to miss. That was 5 mana. I do not know how I want to do this. So if I hit here, that's done attacking. I've got a 5 attack weapon. I've got a big ass dude I can't get rid of. I'm gonna have to brawl either way. If I hit here, I still have to brawl either way. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gamble. I don't want to attack here. I'm gonna take the face. Okay? The reason why is I don't want to give him an execute target. I don't want to give him anything less, you know, attack there to that 3/2, it now can be bash, which gives it a higher chance that Rag is going to hit my face. I don't want to get hit in the face. I don't feel like taking this damage right now. If he groms me, fine, but I'm going to go with the RNG, what they call it, and hope that Grom hits, I mean not Grom, Rag hits Sylvanas. But the reason why I didn't want to trade as well is if it hits this, all right, that sucks. You know, whatever. Well, it hit my face anyway. So now I am in Grom territory, which is pretty rough. But I'm going to have 9 plus 6 is 15 health. He has no Death Spite already out, so he's not going to activate there. He may, I don't think he's playing he's playing Dragon, so I don't think he's playing the, whatever the dude is, the 2/2 that gives a guy +2 attack. The Grom activator, right? So I think I'm just going to keep this as simple as it sounds. I've probably got a Brawl coming. But yeah. I mean, there's nothing to think about, so. Okay. Sorry for a moment there about the camera. So, I guess let's see what happens. Brawl would suck because I'm way behind. I mean, on life, on everything. Cards, we've got 9 to 9. Okay, so that's his own execute. Jesus, see what I mean though? This guy is just everything dragon-wise. He has no mana, so whatever he drew. It's not spells, right? Okay, yes, it is spells. Okay, I know it was from my class, but I need to keep damage on the board. It's just, he looks like he's running a lot more late game than me. So I can't just trade in here. We're not valuing it anymore. We're not saving anything, so I'm just going to do this, kill that, and let him figure it out from there. I may go weapon attack next turn, so I can maybe set up a Death Spite within 2 or 3 turns with Grom, unless he has some tricky health gain or armor gain or something. But let's see what happens. Brawl, maybe? I feel like he's got a Shield Slam. This is no way I'm predicting this, I'm just guessing. Trying to pull a Daniel Negreanu here. Calling his hand. You know, I'm an old school. Like when Magic the Gathering was in beta. Magic the Gathering player, and one of my favorites always, yeah, it was kind of gimmicky and annoying to players, but I always liked it, was Glasses of Urza. So I would love, you know, where you have the priest card that mine something, the one that copies a card in your opponent's hand, puts it into your hand. Sometimes just that information of what the hell does he have. I think it would say it's from Nefarian. So anyway, she's always a throwaway. For me, she's a huge throwaway. I'm just getting it for the armor anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so Grom is coming. I still can't afford this. I can't. I've got a lot of armor. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have to, let's see, I go 9, and then 4 and 8 is 17. It's not enough. So we'll go here. I'm guessing he's going to Death Spite, Shield Maiden, kill it with the Death Rattle. That's going to activate Grom. That hits Grom for 10. I'm at 5. Well, not really, because I'm going to put this out. Yeah, whatever. I've got to start doing something, because I think he's setting up for the big kill. Coffee again. Last one. Nothing left. So if I lose this, and I run out of coffee, I'm just going to be pissed. Coffee's already gone. Game is almost over. He still has to be thinking a little defensively as well, because if I have an activator, let's say, right, and he just straight Groms me, well, number one, he's going to take the 5. So he's in trouble there. Alex? No, he already played. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing. The dude is, I mean, he's... Execute? From Nefarian? Because that sucks. Alright, I don't know what the hell I have left. I think that's the first one. I'm not tracking it too much, so that's poor play, but whatever. I think he has another one left. That's actually a good draw for me. Just something at this late in stage in the game, you know, a lot of stuff is gone. Executes are gone, things like that. Sure, I don't know what the hell Nefarian pulled, but things like this is just static damage that he's going to have to use two cards to deal with. And we're pretty much in that neck and neck race here. We're almost tied on life even. See, there's that. Alright, the only way I think I'm going to win this is a straight up gamble. So I'm going to have to brawl and hope I come out on top. So let's just see if I can get him and the Scarab dead. And my dude lives. If that happens, then, you know, we're talking. Okay, is there any reason to attack first? No, I hit that. That's damage. My guy's damaged. The brawl goes between two damaged guys. Whatever. No, it's not terrible. Could have been worse. Here's that value thing I was talking about. I'm not going to put 4 damage on a 1 health guy. I don't see any buffing threat. You know, if that's Paladin, maybe that's a different story. Because he double blessing a king's that thing or something, right? But here, I'm guessing I can just flat trade. Alright. +1 on the... I need this now. That's important. Because... that allows me to trade into the Azure Drake. Oh, jeez, here we go. Yeah, he's going all in on the Azure Drake. He's not worried about me killing him necessarily, so... Now, I don't remember if all the executes are gone, because then at least it just gives me an option of being able to maybe charge right into the Azure. Have him have to deal with a really big Grom. But if he kills it, I pretty much have nothing else to do for the game to kill him. So I think what I'm going to do... is kind of what I planned on doing. Is just... He's got so many cards, though. If he's got more big stuff, random, you know... Oh, gee, well, that's not a terrible trade for me. Just running low. I mean, I have nothing left. Whatever. I have to. I have no more Grom activator. I don't know if I have a... Because I think in this I'm playing 2 Whirlwinds and 1 Revenge. But if it goes to fatigue, if we actually get that far, I think I may lose this game. But if it gets that far, it may be that sneaking 4 damage in there that he's not going to expect just from his regular charge. I called it early game going into fatigue, and that's what it is. So as for other stuff you will see me do on the channel, do I go all in right here? I think he has another brawl. I charge and then Fiery War Axe it, and then he's like dead next turn. No, he's not dead next turn, not even close, but still. He'll have a 10-4, a 5-5, and a weapon staring at him in the face. If I lose Grom, but if I attack in, that's the only way I'm going to get rid of this right now. And then it leaves me a surprise. There's no, I mean, but I'm behind, so whatever. If he's got something, he's got it. I think he has a shield slam too. I don't know what he has. I'm not writing a list down, counting his cards, so whatever. Big BGH, yeah, okay. Alright. The hell is that? +4 attack? No way. I mean, I've got tank up, so I don't mind. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Huh. Are we getting that far here? Okay, am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? There's no Grom yet. 7, 8. Okay, if I hit him and he has a Grom, I'm dead. So I can't. I have to trade. If he has an activator, I'm gonna be pissed because I told you already I lost my coffee's done. I have 5 cards to deal with. 50% or more, so 3 of those cards have to be reactive. Come on, baby. Have Magma Rager or something. Ah. I had a feeling there was another brawl in there. Got +1 card. I have nothing left. I don't remember. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't think it's a minion. Is it? I was playing something else for a little while. I had the guy that makes Trogdor, or whatever the hell his name is. Oh, that's a good one. That's actually a very good one. I need to get really lucky here. Yes! What up? Alright, don't get my hopes up. That's about the best guy left in my deck. Unless he's got like Rafam or some shit. Because then, I mean, if he has something just that big and beastly, I'm screwed. I'm going to have to rely on 2 turns of taunt stalling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have to do some math. Ah, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I played a game earlier where I was debating. It was against Warrior as well. And I didn't know if that 1 damage from each of these 2 would make a difference. Like if I put him out and he's not able to get through to it, that could be that 1 or 2 point, 3 point difference or whatever, right? Holy Jesus. So that was 2. can get whirlwinded. So that'll put me at 2, 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage. 5, 9, 12 damage. But is that 2 damage going to make a difference? I don't know about the math. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And whatever. Holy shit! Are you kidding me? Ah! What up? That's it. Signing out. Squats and games, baby.